During one of the cycles that through basic training, when I was a basic training company commander at Fort Polk, Louisiana, I had a young man, I'm going to call him Jones, I don't remember what his name was, but he was not a very large man, probably 5'6", 5'7", tall, probably 125, maybe 130 pounds. Had cold blue eyes. His platoon sergeant was having some problems with him, following directions and whatever else. Anyway, I can't remember what the problems were, but he was having some problems with him, and he asked me, his drill sergeant asked me to talk with the young man, see if he would pay any attention to what I had to say. So we were out on the dry fire rifle range, and I called the young man over and began to speak with him, find out a little bit about him, ask him what he did and where he was from. He was from Houston, Texas. He said he didn't do anything. He said just he and his dad just roamed southern Louisiana, southeast Texas, Beaumont area. Said we, Houston area, said we do what we want to do, when we want to do it, and we take what we want. And he looked at me, when he was telling me this, he looked at me just as cold and hard as a man could look at another man. And I wasn't making any headway at all with him. I talked to him probably 15, 20 minutes. And he didn't seem to have a change of attitude or pay any attention. I wasn't having any influence at all. So I let him back. Well, a few days later, on a weekend break, or when the trainees got post privileges, he went to the PX. I think this was on the weekend, probably Sunday night. He went to the PX and got drunk, came back to the company area. We were living in those old 2-story wood frame, yellow frame wood paint barracks. I don't know if he's upstairs or downstairs, whichever way. He started making disparaging remarks toward the blacks in the company. Well, of course, they took offense to that, and I don't know how many of them there were, but there's more than one. And they commenced to beat upon this young man's head, and he finally broke and ran to my orderly room and into my office. And I had a little panel door panels. One of the panels was knocked out and had a window glass in it, so the first sergeant could look in and see if I was busy or what before he'd come in the office. Regardless, they got into my office and continued their fight. Next morning when I walked in, there was blood all over that office. Every wall, ceiling, floor, my desk, inbox, blood everywhere. And again, I don't know how many there were that was taking that young man to task, but my CQ said he made a good showing of himself, but got the worst end of the bargain. And just one of the instances that you have in a basic training company back in the mid-60s.